Hi everyone. Good morning. Hello people on stream. Speak up in the chat if you have anything to say. Or you can just chill and listen to the music. All right. So, there's so many things to do. So many things to do and take care of today. Welcome people joining us. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun day today. I'm doing a little bit of an early stream because I have to run in a little bit to go to work. But I thought, why should I give up on the stream if we can definitely do it? So why not? I'm here. All right, welcome everybody. If you have anything to say, just go on the chat and let's have a conversation about something that you're excited about. All right, so I put up a video yesterday, my OCR plugin video tutorial, just demoing some of the features. Yeah, kind of how it works, showing some of the things. But I had so many good ideas from people on how to improve the OCR plugin, which is cool. But like, I'm gonna let them marinate for a tiny bit. There's all kinds of fun stuff to do in the meantime. I got a request to make an AUR for Arch Linux package for local vocal, right? That should be fun. There is an AUR package for the background removal, right? So it shouldn't be too hard to create one for local vocal. So you could do that. That's an interesting thing we could tackle. A couple other things happening. Yeah. The background removal. This is quite interesting. This makes me think though about the OCR thing, because I went on yesterday, I updated this, and I added a couple things to do, but then I forgot to do one thing: extracting tech different image stabilization. One of the requests that I got from someone, actually in the background removal plugin, someone was saying, what if we can do text blurring, right? Imagine you're streaming and you're pulling up all this private stuff on your screen while you're streaming. You got like API keys, or you go into your bank account, which you should not do on your live stream unless that's your thing. You would definitely could benefit from something that will hide all the text, that will just hide all of the pieces of text, right? And since we already have like Tesseract built in to the OCR plugin, it essentially does text detection, finds the text at any point in the image. So it could create a mask. Right, it could create a mask. Let's see, I have OBS, right? I don't have OBS. So let's get OBS up and running. So it creates a mask, and then you could essentially hide or blur all of the text. Wouldn't that be cool? right? This is from the tutorial video yesterday. I still have it set up. But yeah, yeah, so you can bring up like a browser source or a screen share or something like that, and then you could find all the things. That's actually a very, very cool application for the OCR plugin, and I wanted to capture it. Bannerization, image processing. Okay. So what I could do here is running up the commit count, but who cares? There is a couple of things I wanted to do. I wanted to make this a little bigger, like 45%, something like that. And I also wanted to add in text detection mask, mask output, use for blurring, hiding text on scene. Yeah, something like that. Excuse me, I'm dealing with this cough. All right, now that's bigger and we got the thing in. That's fine. Let's do this. Okay, very cool. The thing is that this outputting the text detection mask is not the hardest thing in the world to do, right? Because OBS already, or Tesseract already gives us the rectangles for the text position. We just need to get them from the API. Right, so we could do that. That's pretty easy, so we could do that. The other thing I wanted to do, potentially, is to... The other thing I wanted to do is to build a CI pipeline for ScoreSight, for the external tool that's built in Python. Right, I wanted to build a CI pipeline. The problem is that if you know, you know, the problem with PyInstaller, PyInstaller creates this install app, you know, like things you could basically run on multiple platforms. So you get like an exe, you can get like an app for Mac or whatever. PyInstall will take your Python project and create an installer, not an installer, an executable, right? Create an executable for you, which is cool, but it only knows how to build locally. So I can't, on my Mac, which is an Intel Mac, I can't build a version that is compatible with ARM Macs, Apple Silicon. So I'm going to have to build a CI pipeline to do this on GitHub. Right? So GitHub will build it for the different operating systems and hardwares and offer that as an executable. Gonna have to do that externally with CI. So that's something I was thinking about doing. So we could do that. I don't know where people would like to start. One other thing that I wanted to do that is on my to-do list. Right, so many things to do. I promised you I had so many things to do today. One other thing I wanted to do, this is OBS OCR. I wanted to get into the AR, the augmented reality part, and to do that, we need to build a new plugin. How fun is that? Right, to do augmented reality in OBS. I was looking for some stuff. I was looking for like augmented in the OBS in the OBS forum, and I found this, which is very cool because it's exactly what I want to do. Right, you want to show stuff on augmented reality, right? So we can do that. Yeah. AR and use point with QR code, draw line. Right? People have ideas on how to do this, but no solutions. Plugin like Chiron, right? So the Chiron product is actually, yeah, it's quite cool, right? But it is a I don't know how legit these people are, but I would bet that this product is crazy expensive. I would bet, and so it's inaccessible for a bunch of streamers, right? Right, so it's sort of inaccessible. Right, some people are talking about augmented reality plugin. Right, for snap camera filter. They want to do AR on the face, which is cool. It's not exactly what I'm talking about, but kind of. Hello, Alejandro. Welcome. Thank you for your kind words. I do this in your service, right? I'm trying to make useful tools that use computer vision and AI for live streaming. That's my thing. So thanks for the message. Appreciate that. The plugin. Right, this is not, there's some chatter about this, but I know it's going to be an interesting thing. Could be so many use cases for augmented reality. That's a really good idea, right? So I know there's going to be a ton of use cases. I just know it. Yeah. I know there's gonna be interest in that. That's obvious. I need to pull it together somehow, like to make it happen. I already have some thoughts on how to do it. So it's not the hardest thing in the world. There is like in like OpenCV, there's we got the Aruko, right? The Aruko markers. This will be dead simple to bring into OBS, like dead simple. We could do this by the end of the day. Within a couple hours, we can bring this up. These are the markers, which is cool. Thanks, Alejandro. Thank you. Yeah, you should. It's a huge community. It's an enormous community, right? It's so big, and there's updates. There's updates happening to the plugins every single day. So it's good to stay updated. Yeah, you can kind of just troll the the plugins forum, because every new update comes up in here. See, yesterday is stuff happening. Xeldro plugging away, and there's new stuff coming in. StreamFX. Huh. They're like, yeah. Yeah, so there's a ton of stuff happening all the time. So we can go FX Magician. I don't know. This is like supposed to be the StreamFX free version. Yeah, but there's stuff happening all the time. There's a bunch of people working on OBS plugins. So, exciting. Very good community for OBS. I'm excited about that. Alright, augmented reality. Augmented reality is on my mind. On my mind. The other part of this would be that as soon as you nail down these sort of markers, you can bring in any marker, right? Doesn't have to be, doesn't necessarily have to be use Aruko markers. This is just for getting the camera pose. That's it. It's you get the camera pose in other ways, in different cuts of markers. Right, right. I think I'm gonna try to see if I can do the text detection mask. It sounds like a cool thing to do. We don't have much time today. I'm gonna have to scoot in like 40 some minutes, but for now, this is something that we could do. Yeah, alright. This is where the OCR is actually happening. This is where the OCR is actually happening. Set the image, you get the text, and that's it. Okay. Let's see what GitHub Copilot gives us. Extract the boxes, the text detection boxes. Yep. Yep. That makes sense. Boom. Would you look at that? This is me, you see the point and boxes. Okay. Right, so the OCR plugin Tesseract effectively can give us the boxes, the text detection boxes. That's very, very, very cool. Set image, and I got this, the text, and then again the boxes. Run Tesseract OCR. I think I want to extract it, to do this someplace else. Next to it. So run Tesseract OCR. And then I can void extract text detection boxes. Okay, I'd like to do something like this. So in here, return an empty one. Right, return boxes. We do need the filter data. Okay. TF is here. Okay. You got the bounding boxes. That's very cool. We run tesseract OCR, effectively runs in here, process the image. This is within the thread, right? Yeah. Okay, process the image. There's one thing we need to do. I mean, I don't want to do this all the time. I would like to do this only when requested. The other part is like, when does it actually happen? Like, so I got the OCR in here. And like, well, it's happening. I put text source, and then what? I would add like another entry here. So like output image, text image mask or something. Right. Okay, the other part is like, let's say I want to hide all the text in this image. I would need to do a composite blur. I just want to see that we have like, okay, effect mask source, and the source would be, oh, I got so much stuff in here. Oh, any of the text. See, alright, it's blurring out. Nice. See, it's blurring the stuff. Very cool. And what I want, like grayscale value, will be the same. Very cool. So really the only thing we need to do is output a mask in some source and then bringing it in with a composite blur. This is super cool. Too, it basically blurs out. That's so cool. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's cool. It's blurring out parts of parts of the text. It's blurring out based on the source. So all we need to do is provide a source that has an image source that will, what else can we get? Source. Hello, MP Obvious Gaming. How are you doing today? This is super cool, and it's also going to be super simple. I'm so happy about that. Alright, so process the image. Extract the text detection boxes. Get this text source. No, I would like to create a text detection mask. Text detection binary mask. I'm happy about that. I'm happy you feeling good. It is gonna be a fine day. Gonna be a fine day. Okay, so the thing is, what we need to do now. All right, so we're talking about doing text detection mask to hide out the parts of the screen, right? Let's see, what have we got? This is, how is it called? Scoreboard timer. Okay, so composite blur, I guess doors, and I got scoreboard timer. S, where are you at? There we go. All right, see that? So we want to create a mask. We want to create a mask that will hide out parts of the screen. Right. The channel. Whatever. So I don't know if you can see this, but parts of the screen are like, all right, hidden. So they're like masked out. And what I want to do is like get the text detection of all like the text in here and create that as a mask so that you could hide text on your live stream with the OCR and say like, I want to show my API key or something like that. And you can just enable that thing with the blur and it will just blur. You can do other stuff. You can do like I just want to create a little box on it, but the blur kind of sounds cool. So really my OCR plugin, what I would like it to do, and it's very simple. We're almost done actually. It's almost working. We just need to output the text detection, output the text mask. I'll put a text mask in here. Just add another option in here for selecting a source where you want to output your text mask. And then you use that source to hide the scene that is the origin of your text. Which sounds cool in theory, but I don't know if it's actually going to work. The thing is, we will not know until we try. And that's why we're here. We create a new branch. We call this Roy. Add output text detection mask. Nice. And now I got the sources. And what I want to do, text detection mask, sources, and output text detection mask source, which is fine, but let's take this in here. Yep. It's just text mask. This is way too long. Output text mask. Source. I mean, it's too long. I don't like this. I don't like having properties with very long names because it ends up pushing everything up. But this is just a form layout in Qt, so it pushes everything to the right. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't be that bad. All right, so we added this in here. We added this in here. The only problem I have is like in our add sources to list, would check in. You know, we're only doing text sources, and I would, in this case, I would like to add image sources to list, right? Because all I want are image sources. Is it called image source? We're about to find out. We're about to find out. So we can just have name in here. Actually, yep, name. Is it a const? In fact, it is. So we don't have to free that one. Okay, very cool. Now we got the add image sources to list. Add image sources to list. Where are we? Oh, in OBS utils. Okay. Yeah. So this guy will have to go in here as well. All right, just the H file. Now, add image sources to list. Let's go in here. And image sources to list. All right, very cool. And for output, text detection mask image source. Okay, that's a mouthful. All right, so we got this one. It'll be like image sources, image sources, image sources, all the way in the end. We can actually compile this and see. Are we done? Not really. This guy. Okay. So for now, we need to provide an if to see if we should even be concerned with trying to output that thing. All right. All right. So yeah, let's build and see. I'll shut down OBS for just 1 second. This guy do its thing. Yeah. Pretty cool here. That's pretty cool. We got this one in here. While it's building, it's probably gonna throw some stuff at us, but that's fine. We could think about, all right, image sources, blah, blah, blah. Now we need to set up like a default value for this. Where are we? Text sources is none. Text detection mask sources is also none. I'll add a space in here while I'm here. Okay. And that's fine. Now we have to double up on this guy, pet segmentation. What come? Where is this? Where are you? Where is the source? Use button enable smoothing, output format template up to change. Oh, it's in a different function. Okay. Erg. It's not valid. Release the old one. Yeah, because a different thread is writing to it. Yeah. So I probably need to add this in here. Hi everyone, sorry. Had some matters to attend to. Anyway, where are we? Run tesseract.cr. We were about to add this in here because the function cannot be found, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Code will be executed. That is actually, that's okay. That's gonna want to, you know. Okay, where are we? Is valid OCR result format is set text callback. It's calling set text callback, which is, how does set text callback arrive in Tesseract thread? You know? Anyway. And if I just want to exclude this thing 1 second while we figure out a bunch of other stuff. So I got this one in here. Update text source on setting. This is I would hate, seriously. I would hate, I already hate this thing here. Add sources to list. We need to dry. I don't know if you all know about the dry principle, but the dry principle says don't repeat yourself in programming. And really what we should do in here is add sources to list. Instead of having two functions that are exactly the same, except for this one, we should have a function that is generic, and then so it'd be like an std vector of an std string. Look at that. God, GitHub Copilot, my lord. Whew. What an awesome tool. Like, seriously. I just went, I just did this and completed the whole thing. Did exactly what I wanted it to do. Jeez. Okay. All right, let's drop this one name with the prefix with the text. Yeah, that thing should only accept text, and that should only accept image, and I think that we should be fine. Take care of this on, wait a minute. Okay, like that. And now add text sources to list. Should be effectively return add sources to list. It's these two things. Down the AI is taking over the friggin' world. Let me tell you. Stop what you're doing and start learning how AI can transform your work. This is nuts. Okay. So we got this thing in here. Now let's bring that into the filter, and instead of doing add sources, we'll do add text sources to list. I'm sorry. I'll have to bring this in here. Add text sources to list. Okay, you happy now? You are so happy. Let's rebuild this. Let's rebuild and see where we end up. Try to run this now because we did some changes. Okay. Let's see. Let's give this a moment and then run OBS and see where we at. Okay. Let's see OBS. Let's go. Cancel. That's pretty. Oh, well, these things are still working, so it's a good sign. All right, see, we're still good for this one. Brought in just our text sources, I think. Yeah, looks like it. These are image sources. Nice. Very, very cool. Very cool. All right, I'm super happy about this. This is neat and very nice. So now what we should do is we should up the text source on settings. What this one does is that it updates the filter with the selection of the text source. I got that one. And then these guys, see? Text source up with the text too. I'm gonna have to image source to output the detection mask too. Maybe like output image source and like output image source name. Okay, and I will have to kind of hack this together, even though I'm not super happy about that. Now I'm saying, we may want to double up on this one as well. All right, create another, or like make this into a generic function that does all this stuff. And say what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we got all this all of these things are tied to the text source, output source, and all that sort of stuff. Output source name. Yeah, update the text source. Merg. Okay. I mean, I'm not. This is a kind of things where dry might not be the best. Like a const char pointer setting prop name. I'll have to start moving stuff around here because it's getting out of hand. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, update output source and settings. All right, so this had to do with that. Okay, okay. Output source, no. I would like to get. Where's output source? Is OBS weak source filtered in? OBS weak source pointer. OBS weak source output source. Right, OBS outputs weak source pointer output source. Right now it's a pointer, which is, you know, smart. Because I want to go like to do something like that. And then I want not like this, the other way around. This is a pointer. So there's a pointer to a pointer. I want to see if the actual internal pointer is null. Fine. Like that. Then the internal pointer will set it to null ptr. Maybe a pointer reference. Man, I kind of hate C, but I live with it. Sometimes it's, you know, very powerful. Okay, so it will be like const char pointer output source name. You read my mind. You read my mind. Oh, it needs to be a pointer. Because we may want to free it. My lord. Be free. Yeah. What's wrong? Const. Cannot be const. I gotta put source name. Okay. Alright. I'll put source name. Put source name. Get the mutex. I'm gonna keep the mutex. I don't care. I'm gonna keep the mutex. Same one for both these things, or else it'll just get out of hand. Alright, so we got the output source. If the actual output source null, okay, and then we need the output source name to be the doop. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's how it looks when it is a little bit more generic. Wow. That was all right. I'm not gonna blow away all this one, you know, just all at once, but I would like to call this function now. GitHub Copilot does most of the heavy lifting. So I got the thing, the settings, the property name, text sources, the property name, the output, the weak source, and the output source name. Not actually, this is actually okay. Let's build this. If this is generic enough, then doing the image thing will be a one-liner, which is kind of what we want to do, right? This is kind of what we want. And this is sort of what we're doing all this C gymnastics for. That's kind of what we want to do. That's kind of what we want to do. Let's see if we can finish this feature before the end of the stream. That's a challenge for us. So on OBS, if OBS blows up, then we're in trouble. It didn't blow up. Look at that. It didn't blow up. But let's try changing it. I don't want to wreck anything. So let's create another text source. It's the alternative scoreboard timer. Okay, we'll just move this down in here. Okay. Alright, and now if I choose that one and OBS blows up, then we failed. Look at that. It works 100% fine. Our generic function is fine. Awesome. Alright, perfect. I'm happy about that. It wasn't that painful. So blow all this to pieces. Now all I gotta do, it says instead of update text source, would update an image source on settings. Something here is wrong. I changed the name of the function. I changed the name of the function. Or maybe I didn't. Anyway, this is totally cool and like absolutely just super simple, right? Now look at that. It's just one line and we're good. We got the image source. That's going to be updated on the thing now. Happy about that. That's going to be updated on the thing. And I just need to do this. Boom. All right, that's that. That one is not shared on the H file. Now it is. Yes, yes. Wonderful. And now let's bring this one up. See our result. What I need to do is like, if is valid output source on the image output source name, like blah, 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 and then set text callback. So set text callback. We have to do something else. It would be like set, oops, void set text detection ask callback. See, GitHub Copilot, what you got for us? A thing of beauty. That's not it. I'm not interested in the image settings. Really, I'm not. Image source. All right, let me figure this out 1 second. Okay, got an image source. What do we want to do? Do I want to... wow. We could save it to a file. That could work. This is an image source. Properties. Image file. Interesting, image file. So we could save this to a temporary file. That's one thing we could do. Or maybe image source is not exactly what we want. There is color source, but this one, it's just a block. Merg. URL source, blah, blah. Okay. I think we're going to have to save the image to a temporary file. And just keep saving it. Wow, is that gonna work real time? I highly doubt it. Yeah, that's the only way to go for right now. And we can maybe throttle it and only do it every... No, it's not gonna work at every frame. It's not gonna be that. Oh my god, look at this. Local vocal is like transcribing. Fun times. Where's my audio mixer? Oh, anyway. Okay, so saving to an image file and that becomes an image source. I mean, that's kind of the only option we have that is obvious. The only other thing that I had in mind is to have the OCR be an actual output. We'll have to add in a new thing, have it like register an actual output and then render that to screen. I would be very happy if I could avoid that. The problem with the image file is that it could, this would be changing and we would have to ask the image source to reload the image, and it's gonna have to do that like at least 10 times a second, which would be sort of heavy, kind of, but not impossible. Sort of heavy, but not impossible. We could try that. Weak source, that's fine. So the separate thread will save it to a file. Okay, so I got the output image source name. Now I would like to save the text. I'm going to a temporary file. In the config, I don't have I am right. I don't have I am right in here. I have core and IMG proc, but so what else can I bring in? CV2, IMG codecs, right? I don't have it because my OpenCV is not compiled to write stuff in there. Oh, bother. Yeah, I don't have OpenCV compiled with IMG codecs. I bet OBS has some sort of thing that could help me out. Media IO, graphics, util. Oh my. Oh my. Yep. This is just going to be a very annoying thing. Yep. Okay. Okay, this is kind of like a roadblock sort of thing. I mean, I can't do it with this one. I can't save a file for the image source. All right. Okay. I'll have to think about this. I have to figure this out. I shall have to think about this. I'll have to think about this. All right, but we made pretty good progress. All right, we got these things and we got set up with the image source. I'll have to figure it out. There's other ways we could do this. First, we could compile OpenCV with IMG codecs, or we could just bring in libjpeg as a utility, or libpng. You know, PNG actually makes sense here. Yeah. Yep. libpng, maybe. I doubt that OBS does not bring in libpng. They have it must be. Yes, Debs. So can see libpng in here or libjpeg. Okay. Here maybe. Qt. Qt might be able to do that for us. Save the image file. It's possible. Alright, so we do have png.h. Library. Do we? So we got png, printf. Okay, libpng. So we definitely have libpng. We have libpng from OBS. That makes sense. Example say, okay. libpng. Alright, so I could do that. Alright. libpng to write. I'm good. Okay. Well, I gotta run, but it's possible to use libpng from OBS. OBS brings in libpng, so we could use libpng to write it down to a file and then send it over to our image source. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's something. It's a direction. Not the best one. All right. I'm going to sign off. Thanks everybody for joining the stream today. We did some thinking and we did some programming. Fun. We looked at OBS for a little bit, which was more fun. So, thanks everybody for joining. I'm signing off. Any comments, anything, just catch me at a later date. I'm going to be streaming again next week, but I'm always like on the onlines and DMs and whatever. So reach out. All right, everybody. See ya. Thank you for joining.